Distinguishing self-criticism from self-punishment. Jald al-Dhāt. What would you call self-criticism that has lost the plot? Instead of being helpful contemplation, it has become a way to inflict pain on oneself. In Arabic, there's a common phrase for that called Jald al-Dhāt, which literally translates to flogging or whipping the self. In my private practice in Saudi Arabia, I work with English and Greek speakers, but most of my clients speak Arabic. Although younger Gen Z Saudis sometimes prefer to speak in English in session, but that's a topic for another post. Jald al-Dhāt comes up frequently in therapy because it is such a common Arabic phrase. It describes someone whose self-criticism is harsh and pointless to the point where it is painful to watch. Recently, I started thinking about Jald al-Dhāt after reading a piece by a therapist in Portland, Psychoanalytic is the name of the blog, about what they call therapy machismo. It is a tendency to be radically transparent, very transparent, to serve yourself up in a silver platter, as if to show bravery and self-awareness. The author does not undermine the courage it takes, of course, to address difficult aspects of the self. The problem arises when this disclosure takes the place of working through, when performative openness makes genuine disclosure harder. I admire how this idea subtly guides people to uphold their self-worth, because in essence it says you don't have to bleed to be worth this process. The working through is difficult enough when disclosure is genuine. We have all struggled with change, at times failed even to see meaningful progress. Sometimes the struggle starts feeling meaningless when we have difficulty even identifying the problem itself and connecting with it. Jald al-Dhāt steps in when we lose touch with our own struggles, filling the void with something that feels like effort, but isn't. The Greek word aisthēsis refers to emotional perception and the capacity to experience and register that experience. I like using the word because it is more neutral than the English descendant of the word, sensitivity, or even the Arabic حساسية, both of which carry an implication of being fragility. Aisthēsis, by contrast, names a capacity, an ability to sense, differentiate, and be attuned to the feeling tone of reality, to notice distinctions that would otherwise remain invisible to somebody. The opposite of somebody with aisthēsis is someone who's anaisthetos. The prefix an denotes lack of or absence, as in anemia, without sufficient blood. In modern Greek, the word is still used as an adjective or maybe an epithet to describe somebody who's emotionally brutish and unperceptive. It doesn't mean numb, but blunt, unable to feel the texture and details of life. Knowing when to stop is a matter of developing sensitivity to recognize when healthy criticism has crossed over to Jald al-Dhāt. People learn the difference over time, and it is a matter of experience and subjective experience at that. However, how to stop Jald al-Dhāt is the work itself, which is slow, sometimes fast for some people, maybe non-linear, it's not clear, and different for every single person. I have a quote to read here. I'll read the Greek first, ancient Greek, and then the translation. Ήτας αισθήσεις ανερείς, ουδέν έξεις ο κρίνεις τας δοξασίας. If sensation is removed, nothing remains to judge false beliefs. Thank you very much.